thunderstorm was located 6 miles east of Brentwood, southeast at 20 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gust size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. Impact, hail damaged vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations in or near the path include Winslow, St. Paul, Brentwood, Yola, Patrick, Combs, Delaney, Brashears. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. The current time is 2:17 p.m. Central Daylight Time. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 2:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time for southwestern Madison and southeastern Washington counties. At 2:16 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 6 miles east of Brentwood, moving southeast at 20 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations in or near the path include Winslow, St. Paul.
Alrighty guys, what is going on, y'all? I hope you guys are having a beautiful Sunday afternoon here. We are dealing with ourselves a severe threat level 3 out of 5, as you may have seen on the thumbnail. Hope you guys are doing great here for today. Now, let's go ahead and see who's in the chat here. Let's see. Okay, EC Gaming, I see that you're here. What's up, man? Hope you're doing good. Shelly says hello. What's up, Shelly? Hope you're doing good as well. Let's go ahead and see Jesse. Says, I hope this doesn't move this way into Kentucky. Yeah, honestly, I do expect it to potentially go into Kentucky. We'll talk about that here in a second. Cody says, oh snap, we got you covered here. Well, what's up, Cody? Hope you're doing good. 420 Ghost says, hey, what's up? Hope you're doing good as well. Jan says, hi, what's up, Jan? What's up, you guys? Hope you all are taking care, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday here for today. So, we're going to go ahead and jump right on into it, guys, because, I mean, we're already starting to see this mess unfold here. Now, here's the thing. A little bit ago, there's actually a tornado that did touch down, apparently, in Florida. We're going to take a look here at that here right now. Apparently, there has already been a report on potential tornadoes. Here's the Storm Prediction Center, and here's our reports here for today. And as you might notice, that tornado has a 1 next to it, showing us, hey, you know, honestly, I think we just saw ourselves a tornado here for today. Already 30 damaging wind gusts and 23 hail threat is, or sorry, 23 hail reports has already came in here. So things are already kicking off, y'all, in which we are now here to cover it. Let's go ahead and see here. Yep, here we go. We won't get it in New York, between Batesville and Newport on the map there. Jen says, will this storm affect northeastern Indiana? That is a good question here. So, let's on that terms, let's go take a look here at the day 1 convective outlook here. Here's our thunderstorm forecast for today. Now, like I said, we have ourselves a 3 out of 5 severe threat across the region here. Now, across bits of, you want to look here across northeastern Indiana. Now, there actually is a severe threat here across northeastern Indiana. It's a low-end threat. There's actually a 1 out of 5 severe threat across the region. So, but that is what we are looking at. So, look out for a few isolated storms. Could be possible. Some could be severe in regard to things. Let's go ahead and see here. Jan says, oh yeah, we just looked at Jam. Nil says, hello. What's up, Nil? Hope you're doing good. Cian says, good afternoon. Hope you're doing good as well. Melissa says, hey, we've had severe thunderstorms earlier in Kansas City. Now it's sunny and cloudy. Well, that's obviously a lot better than it has been. You know, a lot of these places do need the rain. That is for sure. A lot of places have been absolutely dry here recently. And the thing is that, you know, honestly, it'd be probably, you know, the best if we had not the hail, not the damaging winds or the tornadoes included, and just the rain. But we definitely need it across a lot of the country here, as we've been actually abnormally dry here over the last little bit. Let's go ahead and see. CL says, hello from San Diego. Hope you're doing good, man. Glad to have you here. EC says, heard Tuesday could be bad for me in Stewart, Iowa. Think anything severe could hit, tornadoes, winds, etc. So, you're talking about Tuesday here, so I'll tell you what. Here's our severe threat for today being Sunday. Here's Monday. Now, here's Tuesday. Now, you're wanting to know here across Stewart, Iowa. Now, there is a potential we could see maybe a few isolated storms here. Just basically west of Des Moines, I remember. There's a possibility we could see a few storms. We'll watch this as it does progress here. Now, in regard to things, it kind of shows, let's see here, okay. They are talking about a cap. suppressing most of the convective potential. Okay, we're going to watch out for this over the next few days. I mean, we'll see this. It actually talks about here, risk for hail, locally strong wind gusts may continue into the overnight hours here. So yeah, that's what we're talking about. So continue watching this over the next few days, as it's something we got to look out for. Let's see here. Devin says, hello, everyone, including another 06. What's up, Devin? Hope you're doing good, man. Susan says, Indiana City. Let's go take a look here at Indiana City. Like I say, guys, if you want me to look at a specific location, tag down a zip code, and we'll definitely get you covered here. Like I said, you guys, hope you all are doing good. Let's see here. I see Matt's in here. What's up, Matt? Hope you're doing good. Susan retracted the message. Okay, so I can't tell you where that was at. I've already forgot. But Matt, what's up, Matt? Out doing good, and stay safe, man. Because I know that Oklahoma is actually in the risk here for today. We actually have ourselves, like I said, a 3 out of 5 severe threat across you, my friend, here on the eastern side. And tornadoes is actually a concern just for your location. The 5% anyways. Like I said, the overall tornado threat extends all the way into basically south central Indiana, and as far down to the southwest as central portion here of Oklahoma being actually a concern. But that is what we are looking at here at the moment. And like I said, there is a chance we could see a few tornadoes here for today, for the most part, but we'll keep an eye on it. Now, in terms of damaging winds, okay, now here's a big concern. Not going to lie with you guys. There is actually a very big concern here for damaging winds here across bits of eastern Oklahoma, northwestern Arkansas, as well as south central Missouri. Actually looking pretty nasty here. Like I said, there is a significant chance, a 30% significant chance here that we could actually see some of these damaging wind gusts get up to, like I said, we could have some pretty significant ones, maybe over 70, 80 miles per hour. We'll see what happens here with this, and hail is also a big concern. We could see some monstrous hail here for today, which actually it could be a very, very bad thing. So we'll keep an eye on the cells here. Now, in regard to what's currently happening, in regard to what is currently going on here at the moment. So, we have ourselves a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings. Obviously, here kicking off here across Arkansas. Here's Arkansas right here. Kind of on the north-central, northwestern, almost central Arkansas line. We're starting to see some severe thunderstorms across the region here now. A lot of these are mostly for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. And like I said, this one actually for $half size hail. So hail being a big concern here, 2-inch hail. So yeah, like I said today, there is a pretty monstrous hail threat that could be a concern with a lot of these cells here. I mean, look at these ping pong ball. We've seen those so far with the quarter size, actually just now. Here we go, one with quarter size. So a lot of these are actually above and beyond in regard to, the hail side of things. So hail is going to be pretty nasty. Let's go ahead and see here. EC says, all right, thanks. You're very, very welcome. Let's go ahead and see here. I'm happy. I do know that map. Let's go ahead and see here. Neil says, new severe thunderstorm watch got issued for southeastern Missouri and most of Illinois. Okay, well, we're going to take a look at that here in 1 second. Now, unfortunately, I don't have my other program I was using because I never got that back up yet. But we have our GR3 here, so we're good enough to, basically go off with a lot of, with these storms here for today. Now, in regard to the watches, we currently have ourselves 3 severe thunderstorm watches. We're going to drag this over here really quickly in the front of our screen. We have 3 of them. Now, the first one here is across, very, very small, actually, across southeastern Kansas, okay? Now, this is a severe thunderstorm watch, basically showing us that, hey, we could have some hail events up to 2 inches in diameter, as well as maybe some wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour. Our next watch here is actually quite large across southeastern Kansas, northeastern Oklahoma, northwestern Arkansas, as well as basically southern Missouri here. Now, here's the thing. With this one, look at this. Actually, a little bit different in regard to things. So, first of all, isolated significant wind gusts up to 80 miles per hour, likely. That's pretty concerning. Up to 80 miles per hour, that's over hurricane force, y'all. And very large hail events up to 2.5 inches. That's also very significant. And a tornado or 2 is possible, according to the watch here. So that's something we're going to keep an eye on here, because things are really heating up in regard to things. So that's definitely a pretty strong watch we're looking at there. Now, here's another one across bits of Arkansas here, kind of where we're monitoring the severe weather right now. Across the central portion here, now the thing is very large hail up to 2.5 inches and significant wind gusts up to 75 miles per hour being possible. So that's what we're looking at here right now. So things are really kind of get nasty. We do have these cells that are moving into Missouri here at the moment. Now, in regard to all of the active warnings, here's what we're talking about. Every single one of these little yellow things is a severe thunderstorm warning, a polygon that is somewhere located on the map here. In which, you know, the green here showing flash flood warnings, or FFWs, flash flood warnings, basically. SMW, special marine warnings here. Basically just severe thunderstorms for the waters, essentially, just to alert, you know, boaters and stuff like that, what's ongoing. But, you know, that's what we're looking at. That is currently what we are seeing here. So, we're going to keep an eye on this, guys. You know, this is definitely something that we've got to watch out for a little bit to come here. Because this is honestly a pretty nasty threat in regard to things. Now, in regard to tornadoes, there is actually a tornado threat here for today. In regard to things, but it is a lower end threat. It's not a significant threat by any means, which is definitely some good news, obviously. But that is what we are looking at. So we are going to keep our eye on these cells here for today, as a few of them could honestly could get pretty nasty here. So, like I said, we're currently dealing with ourselves with a few severe thunderstorm, severe thunderstorm warnings that are in effect here across the area, really across bits of the northwestern side here of Arkansas, as well as southeastern Kansas, in regard to things. And like I said, you know, things are really going to heat up. Let's go ahead and see here. I got some more questions coming in here. What the world on 72176? I think that's a zip code. Let's go take a look here at that 72176. This is across Ward, Kansas. Okay, so this is here, Arkansas, not Kansas. Northeast of Little Rock, there actually is a severe threat here for you. You're kind of located around here somewhere. You're located around here, but you are actually in a severe threat here for today. So look out for some hail, obviously being our main concern here. Damaging winds, as well as a few tornadoes could actually happen. New severe thunderstorm warning got issued for bits of Perron, basically west of Pinnacle. This does include, oh my gosh, barely, Ferndale. The western side of Ferndale is actually inside this new warning here. Now here's the thing. Look at this. Actually showing us, let's go and see here, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and half-dollar size hail. So our main concern here is not just, you know, damaging winds, but actually hail up to half-dollar size is actually pretty crazy. Let's go ahead and see here. I got some more comments. Let's go see. Jonathan says, I'm here. What's up, Jonathan? Emily says, what about Florida? We only had lightning where I'm at. So, like I was talking about in the beginning of the stream, y'all, we actually did have ourselves a confirmed tornado. Now, across bits of, you know, like I said, the eastern side of Florida, we actually do have a severe threat. Across the regions here, look at this. A marginal risk for severe weather across the eastern side, a 1 out of 5 severe threat, with the highest obviously being right here across the yellow and obviously the orange being our major threat here. But across bits of Florida, you know, obviously tornadoes not a concern, but more of a damaging wind threat, and maybe some small hail could be a concern here as well for the most part. But like I said, you know, our biggest threat here for today, there's actually even another risk for possible tornadoes across the upper northwest, which is actually kind of rare, to be honest with you. I mean, it can still happen, but it's really not as common as we see these events here across bits of the Midwest and the Central Plains and stuff. Regardless, you know, pretty crazy day here for today. Tornadoes not necessarily the biggest threat, but it is a factor that could materialize in terms of damaging winds as well as hail. That is our main concerns here for today, in which we are going to be giving you guys coverage in order to keep you all safe in regard to things. So, like I said, we are seeing a lot of active severe thunderstorms. I mean, they're really firing off here across Arkansas right now, into Missouri as well, southeastern side as well as southeastern Kansas. We are seeing ourselves some pretty crazy weather that's ongoing here. Let's go ahead and see here. Got some more questions coming in here. Dark clouds to south or the west of South Bend, Indiana. Hope to get some rain. Well, G-Bro, stay safe. Let's go ahead and see here. What about tomorrow, says Jonathan. Now, tomorrow's actually going to be pretty interesting as well. Look at this. Here for tomorrow, that risk moves into the mid-Atlantic as well as the northeast here. Once again, tornadoes actually might be a bigger concern across the northeast. So, give them a heads up. Give your friends and family a heads up in case if they do live across these regions here. Just as a quick little reminder that, hey, severe weather might be possible here for tomorrow. You know, damaging winds as well as hail is also a concern, but tomorrow is going to be more of a tornado threat, which we are going to be live here for tomorrow as well. Let's go ahead and see here, but that is what we are looking at. Hello and good afternoon, Andrew, says Matt. What's up, Matt? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing all right. Let's go and see your Stormy says, so here's my question, Andrew. I know from watching this channel, winds could be is just as damaging as tornadoes. Essentially, sometimes, yes. Could they rip up mobile homes like one or what do we call more exterior damage overall? They can rip up mobile homes, absolutely. You know, especially those winds that we saw the other day, that 107-mile-an-hour wind gust we saw across the southern portion or basically South Dakota, I should say. Yeah, those winds can definitely cause all sorts of damage, and they can like tear apart buildings. Absolutely, tornadic-like wind speeds. Let's go ahead and see, but that is what we are looking at. Let's go and see here. Lewis wants to know, hello, how are you? I'm doing pretty good. Hope you are as well. I cannot watch the whole stream, but I like it always because I'm going out. Let's go see. I just have a question. Is Dallas going to be hit? That is a really good question here. So, let's go take a look here back at our little Storm Prediction Center map here. Now, here's the thing. Dallas is actually in a 1 out of 5 severe threat for today. Now, tornadoes, not a concern for Dallas, but damaging winds as well as maybe some small hail could be a concern. Just watch out for that. Nothing too crazy for Dallas here for today, but it's something we got to continue watching as, honestly, could see some severe weather across the region there. So a few of them, it's mostly isolated. It's not as crazy as it's going to be here, like say across bits of Oklahoma, Kansas, Arkansas, and Missouri. Not as bad as those, but it is something we got to continue watching here. That is for sure. Let's go ahead and see here. Chip wants me to look up 72715. Let's go take a look here at 72715. This is across Bella Vista, Arkansas. So northwestern side, you are actually under a severe thunderstorm watch that is in effect here. Like I said, your big threat here for today is hail and damaging winds, as well as some isolated tornadoes. Now watch out for that. Keep an eye on the weather here for today. Like I said, you are in a severe thunderstorm watch. Now, what I would recommend here, obviously, is if you are inside a watch by any means, just be prepared, like I said, for severe weather, essentially. Just know where you're going to go in case if there is some type of emergency, in case if a warning is issued for your location. So keep an eye on that. Like I said, it is definitely possible. I mean, look at all the action that's already kicking off here across bits of the upper northwestern side of Arkansas here. I mean, things are really firing off already. Like I said, a lot of them are severe thunderstorm warnings. Now, we have had a reported tornado here in Florida for today, which is really concerning because there's not even a risk for tornadoes today, which is pretty crazy. And another crazy thing is that there's actually a tornado risk across the upper northwest here. Look at this. Across bits of Washington State, Oregon, as well as Idaho. There's a threat for tornadoes for today, which is actually kind of rare in some instances. Like I said, most of these events happen across bits of the Central Plains, the Midwest, and even farther into the Southeast, Ohio Valley, Mid-Atlantic, Northeast. Way more common than it does happen here across the West, which is actually kind of concerning. Which is actually pretty interesting. But it's a low-end tornado threat, but it's just crazy to think that, honestly, we are seeing ourselves an event down there. Now, like I said, that is what we are looking at here. So stay safe, you guys. Let's go see Dancy Key says, good work. Or Dancy K, sorry. Says, good work. Thanks. You're very, very welcome. Weather to Go says, hey, Andrew. Is Northern Illinois finally going to get some good weather for Friday? It's about that time. Well, Friday is obviously pretty far out, Weather to Go. So we're going to hold on back on that for a while. Because anything you go out that far is kind of crazy. Speaking of, give me a few minutes, guys, and I'm going to show you all something here in a second. We'll get to that more here in one moment, because remember we were talking about that potential hurricane? We're going to keep an eye on that. It's still in the models, believe it or not. So, let's go ahead and see here. Susan wants me to look at 46733. Let's go take a look here at 46733. So, this is across Decatur, Indiana. Across the northeastern side, let's go and take a look here for you. Let's see what's going on down here across the region. So, northeastern Indiana. So you, my friend, are actually in a severe threat 1 out of 5. The lowest in severe threat by any means, but tornadoes, not a concern for you. Mostly just damaging winds as well as maybe some hail. But mostly damaging winds is your main concern. Maybe being over 60 miles per hour with some of these storms. So you should be good. Just look out, locally for the weather, but it's not going to be sporadic. It's not going to be like scattered severe thunderstorms. It's just going to be like isolated. Just here and there, a few thunderstorms could be severe, essentially. So there's just a low-end threat here for you. Let's go ahead and see here. Yeah, that's what we're looking at here. 10 says Missouri got lots of rain and still continuing high winds took trees down and pea-sized hail. That's what I'm saying, y'all. Some of these cells could get pretty nasty here for today. So just please, guys, please be on the lookout here. Let's go ahead and see here. Matt says it's humid here. Fuse obvious and tornado-y. That is for sure. Like I said, there is actually a possibility for tornadoes today. The main threat is actually across east central Oklahoma to west central Arkansas here, being our main concern here for tornadoes. But the overall tornado threat, the lowest end threat, moves its way all the way up here to southern Indiana here and western Kentucky. So we're going to keep our eye on that here for today as well. And we'll see if anything does happen to become tornadic. Hopefully that's not the case, but we'll see essentially what happens. Let's go ahead and see. I do see Red Scout says, hey, WW16, hope you're doing well. You too, man. Glad to have you here. Jonathan says, thank you. You're very, very welcome. It's storming pretty bad in Arkansas. Yeah, it really is. I mean, look at all these severe thunderstorm warnings that are currently in effect. Like I said, this is Arkansas right here, guys. all of these storms are really kicking off here across the northwestern side. Now, even across bits of southeastern Missouri, even in Kansas, I mean, we're seeing a lot of severe weather that is currently ongoing here across the region. So, guys, please be safe here for today. Let's go ahead and hit those thumbs up, says Frank. Well, yeah, guys, if you're new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button as well while you're at it. Says Amber, thank you so much for subscribing. Greatly appreciate you guys. Let's go and see here. Red says, nice new shirts. Yep, pretty cool. Got myself my new NWW16 shirt. Pretty cool. That's actually stitched, which is really cool. Like, this is not pressed. This is actually stitched, which is really cool. If you guys want to check those out, there is a link in the description if you guys would like to order one for yourself. Let's go ahead and see almost the entire state of New Hampshire under a 2 out of 5 risk for tomorrow for severe weather. That is actually true. Now, there is actually a very, very large severe threat here for tomorrow as well. Now, across bits of the mid-Atlantic into the northeast, guys, we're looking for ridiculous weather here again. Now, tornadoes is actually a bigger concern here for tomorrow. Look at this. A 5% chance covers a lot of the regions. Northern Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, New York, bits of New Jersey, Delaware included with the 5% chance, which is actually pretty significant. Now, it's not a significant threat, but it's a large ground that we could see potential tornadoes, which obviously the more ground that's under a risk, actually the more potential, the more probability of seeing a tornado anywhere in that region increases. Besides, even if, besides the actual, percentage it has, the more area that covers actually increases the overall percentage as well. That's just the percentage of a localized state, but the overall percentage of a tornado increases with a larger area of ground being covered, which is actually pretty concerning here. So we're going to watch out for that. Let's go ahead and see. CSX says, hi, my birthday is coming this Friday. Well, happy early birthday, man. Let's go and see. Mario says, what's up, Andrew? How you doing today, buddy? I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself? Hope you're doing good as well. Red Scout says volume is a little low today. Okay, let's move this up just a little bit. Hopefully that helped a little bit. Let's go ahead and see. I hope you guys are doing good. Let's see here. And a confirmed tornado happened just north of Jacksonville. Yeah, we looked at that here a second ago. Popular area here. Good thing it wasn't strong to put a PDS. That is for sure. Hello from Joplin. What's up, Bailey? Hope you're doing good. Let's see here. I'm using Radar Omega. I've never used Radar Omega. That is for sure. Let's go see. Yeah, Andrew, please share the DFS model. We will. Volume sees a little bit low today, Andrew. Yeah, we just turned that down here. Kind of hard to hear you today. We turned it up. Hopefully that helped a little bit. What state am I showing? I am looking here across Arkansas. Let me see here. Okay. How was my day off? It was pretty good. I was very, very busy yesterday. I went all the way to Louisville yesterday, and I woke up this morning. I woke up yesterday, went to a yard sale, and around the neighborhood, I bought some cool stuff, including here's one of the things I got. It was a canteen. Anyways, I also got pretty cool radios as well, including one of these weather station things. This guy, I got this dude for $10, and I looked online. They go from like $40, which is honestly pretty cool. I might just sell it and honestly make a profit off of it, to be honest with you. I have a feeling that someone else will probably use it more than I would. But yeah, I went to a yard sale, and then I went to a party here for my aunt's birthday, and then I went to my grandma's and stayed there till midnight. Pretty crazy night yesterday, so I wasn't even home at all, but it was pretty good. Hope your day was good as well. Let's go ahead and see here. I live by Fayetteville, Arkansas. How does it look this afternoon? Says Gray Guy. Let's go and take a look here. So, across Fayetteville, not fat, Fayetteville, Arkansas, is that right? Trying to make sure. Okay, yeah, we're good. Okay, so across northwestern side, we did actually have someone that was nearby you. There is a severe thunderstorm watch, so look out for severe weather possible for today. Now, like I said, large hail and damaging winds is a big concern here for today, so please, my friend, be on the lookout. A few isolated tornadoes could be possible across your region as well. So, guys, like I said, it's overall a low % chance, but, obviously, like I said, there's also a huge correlation between how large the United States is and how small tornadoes actually get compared to the size. So, the direct chances of you getting hit is astronomically low in regard to things. But just keep an eye on it, because it's still possible. Somewhere obviously still could get hit here, and let's just hope that that's nowhere near you guys. That is for sure. Let's go ahead and see. Rain wants me to look and see if is it possible to go enhanced. It's already enhanced here. Let's go into here. Blaze wants to know, could St. Louis have severe weather? The answer is yes, actually, because there is a severe threat level. Let's go pull this up here. A severe threat level 1 out of 5, I believe, or almost 2 out of 5 across the region. Just going to pull this up here right now. Yep, look at that. Actually, St. Louis is under 2 out of 5 severe threat, and tornadoes is not a concern here. Mostly just, damaging winds and hail. Mostly just damaging winds being your main concern, my friends. So stay safe there across St. Louis. That is what we are looking like, or that's what we're looking at. Let's see. Yeah, that's where we are looking at. Let me go ahead and see here. Yes, it's low, unless I put heaven. Okay. Let's go ahead and see here. Who designed this thing? Don't know what you're talking about. Great Guy says, thanks. You're welcome, man. Got you guys covered here. And like I said, we're going to be here to give you guys the latest coverage in regard to the severe weather side of things. So, with that being said, I think we need to take a look at the models, guys, because I was telling you all about something. Remember? Hurricanes? We got to watch out for this. It's not even hurricane season yet, but look at this, y'all. This has been in the models for the last several days. So we tracked down here in time. Now, May 24th. Keep that in your mind. Now, not saying anything crazy. I'd say it's an increasing probability that something might actually happen here for May 24th, but it's still not solid in stone. So pay attention to the Gulf of Mexico here as we do track down here in time. So, watch this. So you might notice something down here. This actually has been tracking its way towards Florida. Now, here's the thing. This is not a thing. This is not something to panic over. This could still absolutely change. This is still very, very far out. Still several days out. But the thing is I am kind of concerned because this model has been picking up every single run over the last several days now. So we could see our first potential hurricane tropical cyclone of the year. So we're going to keep an eye on this because honestly, guys, things could honestly heat up here pretty soon. Now, this does have moving its way into the eastern side of the country. Now, the track, like I said, the end intensity, how strong the storm is and where it's going to end up is still heavily unknown at this time. But the overall support of a system is actually an increasing probability here. So that's something we really got to watch here, guys, as a hurricane could be possible here. Now, look at this. We're going to go ahead and drive this down. So here's our run from earlier. We're going to drive it down to another one. So the one before that, bam, hurricane is still there. So that's two runs showing the support. Now let's go back to another one. 3 runs showing us support. Okay, so it's not just 1. 4 runs showing us support. It's right here. Kind of shows it, yeah. This is kind of a weird track here. I mean, it's kind of all over the place around Florida. Now, I will tell you the recent trends here, okay? I will tell you the recent trends of this hurricane it started off kind of moving towards, like Texas areas and to the Mexico side, but now it's kind of pushing more to the east, kind of more across Florida. Now, like I said, track is still heavily unknown, so we'll just keep an eye on it. Guys, please be safe here, and we will definitely keep you updated on this because we're not just going to let that slide because that's honestly pretty something that could have a lot of impacts, and if it does end up happening, we are going to be covering it live for you guys as well, okay? We got you all covered. Don't worry about it. We don't just do severe weather. We do all types of weather, guys. Just want you to be safe. Just want you guys to be all right. Let's go ahead and see. Let's go see. Laura says, my day was good. I did some back work, some yard work. I don't know what to say back work. Yard work because my mom and dad are getting married next month. Oh, congratulations. There you go. So we are getting ready for it. Well, that's obviously, that's pretty exciting. Well, congratulations. Let's go ahead and see here. Man, I still haven't gotten a good storm here in Birmingham, Alabama. Yeah, me either, man. You're not the only one. That's for sure. Let's go ahead and see here. It's Nobody G says, thank you for all you do, Andrew. Clapping emojis. Well, thank you so much. Really appreciate it, man. I seriously appreciate your support. All of you guys, thank you so much for being here. Let's go to Petty. Patty says, that's odd. It really kind of is. We're watching here closely. Jakey says, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Jakey. Hope you're doing good. Drew says, symptom Tuesday severe weather threat 2 out of 5. But I have a question. Do you think Tuesday's severe weather threat could get changed into worse or stay the same? Now, for that to be answered, I would have to take a look at the models, which we're not going to do right now. But if anything, any major upgrades does occur, we'll definitely let you know here. Usually whenever it comes into the day 3 realm is whenever we really focus our minds to it. We usually skim a little bit further out sometimes, if it's actually looking pretty bad here. But I'm not looking at models here right now, so I will update you if you want to stay in contact. Like I said, we have everything in our description, guys, our social media. So remind me on our Discord if you want to, and I can look at models later after the stream and answer your question there. Let's go ahead and see here. Yeah, I say it won't happen, but you never know. That's for sure. Let's go see. Kenneth says, hey, guys, checking in for a while before work. What's up, Kenneth? Hope you're doing good, man. Is there any rain over Wisconsin for today? That is a good question here. So, across Wisconsin, there is actually, honestly, maybe a few showers across Wisconsin. Let's go move up here. We'll pan up to Wisconsin really quickly and see what's happening right now. Across the state, here's southern Wisconsin. It kind of looks like there might be a little bit of light rain kind of going on, but for the most part, honestly, it's relatively clear for the state. So look out for a few raindrops. It looks like mostly on the southwestern side is the most likely that's ongoing right now, but keep an eye on it. We'll see what happens here. Let's go ahead and see day 6 looks nasty. Large 50% risk. Could that be moved into western New York? Let's actually take a look at that. I really haven't monitored that here. Like I said, I've been busy over the last few days. So let me see. So here's today's threat. Here's tomorrow's threat. This is for let's see. This is for Tuesday. Okay, this is for Wednesday, Thursday. Potential severe weather. Wow, Friday. Okay, so that's actually kind of concerning here. So multiple days of severe weather is set to still happen. We are in a very active pattern, guys. Okay, so we're gonna keep our eye on that too. I mean, look at all these severe thunderstorm warnings we actually are having pop up right now. A lot of them are happening across Arkansas, but we'll watch it. We'll keep an eye on this for sure. Let's go ahead and see here. That's what we're looking at, so please be safe, you guys. Andy, it could potentially, we'll see what happens. Like I said, that's something else I'd have to take a look at the models for and see what's going on there. Let's go ahead and see here. Hi, everyone. What's up? Hope we're doing good. Drew says, well, the thing is that little low level disturbance, upper level storm center could say. Yeah, we'll watch that here, Drew. Climate Prediction Center has increased the probability from La Nina to continue through next fall/winter of 2023. Wow. I have not seen the new updates. I've been trying to work on my hurricane video, but I've been so daggone busy here lately. Been pretty crazy. Let's go see here. But yeah, this year is crazy, hot, and drought. This year, no drought. That's actually, for the most part, kind of false, Jakey. There's a lot of places that are in a drought right now. A lot of places need it. Let's go ahead and see here. All Weather on the Go says we are heading into strong La Nina for the summer 2022. If that does happen, if we have ourselves another La Nina, that could mean a very active hurricane season yet again. Like I said, the models were actually showing of a tropical system kind of happening here, kind of for the later portion of May, which is actually kind of concerning. It's something we are watching. Something that we are definitely watching here very, very, very closely. So, guys, please be safe here for today. We are going to be, we are going to be keeping an eye on this event. Not just this event, but the ones that are set to come here over the next little bit. So, right now, like I said, we are currently seeing ourselves. Like I said, there is actually a 20th right here for today in regard to things. Now, in regard to mostly damaging winds and hail, that is our biggest concern here, actually kind of being significant. So we're going to keep our eye on this here. Like I said, luckily right now, let's just hope it stays like this. There's actually no tornado warnings here in effect, which is definitely some good news. That's obviously something that we want to hear, but not saying essentially that it won't happen, but if anything does happen, we'll definitely let you know. So, like I said, we're monitoring a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings that is in effect here, okay? Mostly across bits of Arkansas here at the moment. Now, like I said, this is actually stretching its way down into the southeastern side of Missouri as well. So, Missouri here, Arkansas, as well as Kansas, actually seeing a few severe storms just a minute ago in regard to things. But mostly we are seeing a lot of stuff happen here right now. Let's go in here. There's an EAS coming through. Kind of want to know what this is. So, let's go ahead and listen to this. We'll tune into it really quickly. I just want to hear what it has to say.
The National Weather Service in Tulsa has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southwestern Washington.
Yeah, it's honestly not surprising. Just another severe thunderstorm warning here. It's honestly, like I said, there's a big old cluster of them really firing off here across the northwestern side. Let's go ahead and see. So do I think the weather would be, or do I think I would be live on Tuesday for severe weather or not? Yes. If anything happens in severe weather land, I'll definitely be here for you guys. That's for sure. So let's see. I've noticed the day 5, the 6 period GFS is slower than the ECMWF solution period, which is interesting. That is pretty concerning, actually. Yeah. We need that support to pop up before we start to see some good trends here. Let's go see here. Derecho that could possibly due to how long the 15% risk. We'll see what happens, Andy. You know, like I said, nothing's set in stone quite yet, but we'll monitor it. We'll keep an eye on this, guys. Anyways, y'all, you know, just thank you so much for being here. You guys absolutely rock here. And if you have any questions at all, let me know, and we'll keep you guys covered here. So once again, just thank you guys for being here. You guys absolutely rock. So, all right. So like I said, guys, we are actively seeing ourselves some pretty crazy stuff that is ongoing here. In regard to things. Let's go ahead and minimize some of these tabs I have going on here. So here's something I want to look at. Okay, so something I want to look at here is actually the mesoanalysis. This is basically our current conditions that is going on here across the region. Now, here's our mesoanalysis. We are seeing ourselves, obviously, these cells firing off here across Arkansas. Now, in regard to instability, we're talking over 3,000, joules per kilogram. You guys probably don't know exactly what that means, but it's just showing that we have a lot of energy in the atmosphere to produce severe thunderstorms here. Now, tornadoes is actually, a concern, but not really the biggest concern here for today. Like I said, mostly just damaging winds and hail as being the biggest concern here. In terms of our wind shear, yeah, the winds are pretty slow here at the surface, which does kind of, lower the tornado threat here for the region. But the mid levels are pretty strong, so it's actually kind of supporting those storms. But in regard to this, honestly, we definitely have enough conditions here to allow for severe weather to occur, which obviously we are actively seeing here at the moment. Let's go ahead and see here. Happy spring, Miss Andrew. We need cupcakes, that's for sure. Let's go see. Jenny says NW16 rocks. No, you, Jenny. Thank you for being here. So yeah, like I said, guys, we got you all covered here in regard to things. Get ready, Midwest. Severe weather season could be heating up very quickly. That is for sure where I'm going to go. So yeah, let's go see here. From what the SPC said on Tuesday, there will be a low tornado threat because you need upper level winds. Even in low level winds to have a tornado. That is mostly true. Yeah, you obviously need those changing wind patterns from the surface to the mid levels, as well as the instability. Now that can still change that far out, so watch out. As that could be heightened. I mean, really over the next few days, that could be actually something. We'll see what happens. We'll see what the model does. Let's go ahead and see here. Will I be live on Friday, day 6, when it happens? Like I said, anything. Anything in regard to severe weatherland, yes, I will definitely be here. Let's go ahead and see here. Jakey says it sounds kind of stuffy. Probably the pollen in the air. Yeah, my allergies are killing me over the last few days. Absolutely killing me. Unfortunately, I hate them so much, and they suck when you're live too. That's the thing. That is what we are seeing. Yep. Pollen. This is the worst part of the time of the year right now. Is just the allergies. I mean, spring is beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but my God, it's annoying to deal with. Let's go ahead and see here, but that is what we are looking at. Stormy says, I may not know what that means in full, but I know that 3,000 needs storm juice, so I'm glad my family is home. Yeah, Stormy, so that basically shows us, yeah, we have a lot of energy that's needed for thunderstorms to fire off here, which is honestly kind of concerned. Look at this, guys. Here's actually a outflow boundary. This is what we call a gust front, too. Now, these things act like mini cold fronts. They drop the temperatures here pretty quickly, as well as, honestly, they also, they also actually, cause that pressure to change as well, and actually some very gusty winds. This is why they call them gust fronts here. But this is actually moving towards the radar here, towards bits of Barling here. So that's that's something kind of interesting to watch out for. And I just noticed that this guy went severe warning as well. The one near West Peavine, as well as bits of Barron, Dutch Mills, as well as bits of Evansville, Salem here. Bits kind of across a lot of these regions. Now there is actually kind of a nasty looking core here on the cell, and that's why $half size hail is actually a concern here, because that's actually pretty nasty looking storm here. So like I said, there's also a lot of nastiness happen here across bits of Arkansas right now, so stay safe, you guys. Let's go see. Eat locally sourced honey, says Stacy. That is true. Now unfortunately, at my house in Virginia, I do have the honey that's localized from there, but here, since I'm in Kentucky now, I'm completely vulnerable to the pollen here. And I don't know where to get localized honey here, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and see. Deborah says, hi, guys. What's up, Deborah? Hope you're doing good. Let's go see. Jenny says, I have great sense of humor. Well, thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. Hope you're doing good, guys. Like I said, glad to have you all here for today. I hope you all are staying safe here. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, y'all, consider hitting that subscribe button while you're at it. Be greatly appreciated, you guys. You guys are absolutely rock. So, once again, we are seeing ourselves a lot of these severe thunderstorm warnings popping off here now, mostly for hail. From what I'm seeing here, look at this. This is actually showing half-dollar size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. But the wind gust threat is actually at a minimum. That's kind of the lowest end severe threat to be classified as a severe thunderstorm warning, being 58 miles per hour or more. Now, in regard to things, like I said, mostly, I see that all the time. For the most part here, hail is the biggest concern, but like I said, also damaging winds is a concern as well. But the biggest one is actually hail. This guy across bits of southeastern Missouri, there's actually another severe thunderstorm warning that is affected for bits of Greer, bits of Wilderness as well. So we'll continue watching that. We'll continue to keep an eye here on this. Let's go ahead and see. Okay, let's go see. Always will I get it from my dad. That's true. Farmers markets says Stacy. Okay, yeah, I'll look out for it. We'll see what happens. Obviously, I'm getting tired of these allergies already. Does well finally get to see the sun. That's for sure, Deborah. For sure, y'all. So like I said, guys, thank you so much for being here. You guys are the best. So just let's go see here. Kai, how's your day? Is there going to be any storms coming to Tulsa, Oklahoma? That is a good question. So let's go take a look here at Tulsa. Let's see what's going on down there in Oklahoma. We really haven't discussed much of Oklahoma today, so I feel like that's something we've got to look at here. So there's our watch we were just looking at here a moment ago. Here's our severe threat for today, okay? This is our day one outlook here. Like I said, there's really 5 levels of severity, and we're in a 3 out of 5 here. Across the orange is our greatest chance across bits of Oklahoma. Now, Tulsa is actually included in the worst severe threat for today. So stay safe. Now, your main threat here is actually, honestly, maybe the potential for a few isolated tornadoes. You're in a 2% zone, which is pretty low chance for tornadoes, but still there. Your main threat, though, is actually damaging winds and large hail. Now, the thing is if you mix those two together, you got some large hail moving at fast speeds. That's honestly pretty impactful. That's honestly pretty damaging. So watch out for that in some of those cells because they are definitely possible here for today. So stay safe out there. And if you need anything else, you know that we're here for you guys. Let's go ahead and see. Okay, it's been cloudy, nice. High is 73, says Deborah. Well, that's actually pretty nice. 73, that's pretty good. Let's go see here. I've been mowing lawns on my lawn mowing business for like crazy this year in the Midwest. Honestly, that's not surprising. Lots of rain and warm weather. Grass is growing insanely fast. Wow, pretty crazy. Let's go see. Petty says, I missed the sun here in Montana. It's been like a whole week in clouds already. Yeah, it can definitely get kind of depressing there if you have a lot of cloud cover, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and see. You got some more comments. Sunday fun day, that is for sure. Jenny says, let's get to 4,000 subscribers. We're on our way. We're on our way there, Jenny. We'll get there eventually, hopefully. Let's go and see. Andy says, I'm sure that 15 risk day 6 will be more a little east or west of Monterey, Michigan. Texas moderate possible day 1. Andy, it's way too far to tell that. Let's go ahead and see. We need to get Andrew to 1 million subscribers. We're very far away from that. Let's go see here. You're doing such a great job. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Matt wants to know, did I see what I sent me on Discord? I have not seen what you sent me. I haven't been on Discord much today. Let's go see. Janice says, anything going on in Ohio today? I just got here. Well, obviously, welcome. Hope you're doing good. And yes, actually, Ohio is being impacted for today. Like I said, just lowest and severe threat, though. Not really anything concerning. Tornado-wise, no, you're good. You're good in Ohio, but your main concern here is maybe some localized damaging winds as well as maybe some small hail could be possible. But like I said, nothing too extreme is expected to happen here across like Ohio. Now, like I said, across bits of Oklahoma though, Arkansas, Kansas, and Missouri, that's a different story. That's a whole different story here. Todd says, good afternoon. Glad you are on, man. You're doing great. Well, thank you so much, Todd. Really appreciate it. Let's go see. Summers are nice here. Doesn't get hot, really, says Deborah. It gets absolutely hot here in Kentucky. It really does. It gets miserable, but it's not as bad as Florida, because Florida has, like, that humidity factor, which it's absolutely insane. Yeah, it's the only thing I don't like about Florida. When nature is going to be done with severe weather, I feel like she's been miserable for 3 weeks. Yeah, I mean, we've been very, very active, that's for sure, for severe weather. I mean, things have really kicked up here pretty daggone strong here over the last few weeks. I mean, really, pretty much every single day this month has had severe weather at some point. Yesterday it had severe weather, but not as bad as, like I said, as today is expected. Luckily, it wasn't bad yesterday because I was not able to be here at all. But yeah, that is what we were seeing. Let's go ahead and see. Okay, thank you, says Janice. You're very, very welcome, Janice. Got you covered. Nil says, I just got 10 notifications for a severe thunderstorm watch. That's crazy. You must have a lot of apps on your phone. Trust me, I've been there too. You get one alert saying severe thunderstorm watch, and next thing you know, a whole lot of other weather programs say severe thunderstorm watch. But I mean, honestly, I mean, it's good. It's good. It's definitely good to alert you. That's for sure. Definitely can't go without being alerted for the most part. But yeah, but that's good that you are paying attention to that. Let's go ahead and see. This is a very active season. I wonder why. Because I believe we are in a La Nina state. The Atlantic Oscillation probably has a bit to do with it as well. I'll have to dive more to the analysis in order to tell you what's actually happening here. Wow. I mean, look at the latest infrared scan. That latest storm, that cluster of storms right here. You can see the infrared right above my head. Right there at that last frame, right here. That's really kicking off. And these are the cells we are seeing right here. It's kind of forming like a bow, it almost looks like here. You can kind of see by the radar. And obviously these are severe warned too. They are actually severe warned. So, you know, that's something to watch out for. Let's go ahead and see. Life's great. Okay, it says Courtney. Kelly says, love the shirt. Well, thank you so much, Kelly. Greatly appreciated. Glad you do. Yeah, I like it as well. Like I said, it's actually stitched too. That's the cool thing. So this is my new stream shirt. Okay, there we go. Stream shirt. This is what I usually wear now. From now on, you'll see me wearing this and this only. Okay. Of course, I'm gonna wash it because if not, it'll be pretty gross. But no, I do wash it every time, just so you guys know. But yeah, it is a pretty cool, definitely really cool design. Like I said, it's actually stitched. It's not a press-on logo. It's actually individually stitched, which is actually really high quality. So if you guys do want to check that out, like I said, the link is here in the description as well as pinned in chat if you guys do want to take a look at that. Let's go ahead, but we're looking at this. Okay, let's go see. I have a setting set to define alerts, but I still don't get them. How can I get alerts for sure? So, Janice, I would recommend actually purchasing a no weather radio. You can go on Amazon. They sell them. It depends on what model you get. Now, I would recommend something like this. This guy is what we call an ER210. This guy right here, I'm not sponsored by Midland or anything, but it's a Midland Er210. This is my very first weather radio I've ever gotten before. And here's the cool thing about this one. Say you're in a situation where there's no power, okay? One, this thing has a solar panel. If it's still sunny, you can put this out the window. There you go. You can continue getting power. But if not, no worries either, because we have ourselves a little crank on the back. This will continue to, this will generate power here. So you're never going to have any power concerns with this guy. This has AM, FM as well as no weather radio. It also has a pretty powerful flashlight. I mean, look at this. This thing's pretty. There's no way I can really show you how powerful this is. But look at that. I mean, you can kind of see it. You got to see how powerful it is, which is actually kind of strong. I mean, not going to lie. So I would recommend something like this, to keep with you. And that would be the best thing to get. That would be the best thing to get alerts for. So let's see. Weather to Go says we are not headed to Enzo neutral this year. If we did, honestly, I haven't looked at the latest models, but if that is the case, we might be in for another active hurricane season. Because every time we have a La Nina, it's always way more active in the Atlantic due to less wind shear going on. Wind shear shreds apart hurricanes, and without that wind shear, it's a lot more violent, a lot more able to control itself and able to sustain its strength, which actually makes hurricane seasons much more violent in the Atlantic Ocean. So that's pretty concerning. That's something we got to watch out for, as it's definitely a big concern. I do expect. 2020 was ridiculous. We had 30 hurricanes, or sorry, not hurricanes, but tropical systems in general. 30 of them. That shattered the number of records we've ever recorded. Before taking that was 2005. 2005 was still the worst year in regard to strength, of how strong these storms became. But 2020 takes the place of how many storms there actually was. But yeah, that is what we're seeing. Let's see here. But that's what we were talking about. Let's go see. Janice wants to know, what is it called again? It's called an ER210. I think it's called emergency radio or something like that. ER210. They're like $40, I believe. Let's see here. Okay. When you make t-shirts, you should somehow need to incorporate for sure. Or so I need to have like a sticker or something that has all of my quotes I say. I mean, I can have a whole list in regard to things. That's another one for sure. I can't really think of any ones off the top of my head, but there's a whole bunch of them out there. That's for sure. We'll see what happens. I might actually add some just for laughs and stuff. But yeah. Let's go see here. I'm off going off the climate prediction center's probabilistic guidelines. We'll see what happens. Deborah says, I'm sad to see so many storm chasers die. That's for sure. We did have the 3 that died in Oklahoma, unfortunately. As well as I think another one died the other day as well. Back when we had that derecho, which is pretty nasty. Very unfortunate. Let's go ahead and see here. Is the northeastern Indiana going to get thunder? Like I said, there is a severe threat here across Indiana, the northeastern side here, but tornadoes not a concern. Mostly just for small hail and damaging winds be possible. That is what we're checking on. Let's see here. So, yeah, that's what we were looking at here. Janice says, great, I'm going to go check Amazon. Well, there you go. Glad to see that you're getting yourself covered. That's for sure. So, please, like I said, guys, please be safe here. And if you have any questions at all, throw them down in the chat, guys. I want you guys to be prepared. I want you guys to stay safe. And we got you all covered here. So, like I said, guys, if you do want to, check out our merch store, got ourselves our branding here. It is here in the description. Also pinned in the chat. You see a little blue bar. You guys can click on that. And you guys can check it out. Like I said, we do ship here to anywhere in the world, I'm pretty sure. For the most part, out of the U.S., yes, we do. A lot of places. So, if you're out of the U.S. and you would still like to take a look at our merch, there you go. Right there. Let's see here. Severe thunderstorm watch I got is hurricane force winds and over ping pong ball size hail. That's not good. We'll stay safe. Definitely stay safe here. But anyways, guys, that is what we are looking at here for right now. That there is, all of these are just severe thunderstorm warnings, which is obviously some good news. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning now in effect for east central Oklahoma, including bits of Stillwell, bits of Barron, as well as bits of Christie. Christie here, so kind of concerning. Let's go see. Can we see weather models for Friday if possible, says Andy. So right now, like I said, we're not going to look at models in the live stream here for today, unfortunately. That would take a lot of time to set up and stuff, which I'm not going to do right now. But, like I said, if you're not already, join our Discord, and I'll look at models later, and I'll discuss them on there. But like I said, guys, things are really kind of firing off these cells. Over the latest infrared, over the latest infrared scans here, has actually been kind of concerning as well. Let's actually do this really quickly. I wanna show you guys this more close. Kind of show you what's happening here. Look how violent over the last few scans this has gotten. Don't ignore the Google. Anyways, but look how violent this has been getting here recently. Absolutely crazy. We had ourselves a first line of storms move through last night, I believe, and it kind of died out. And then this morning, or today now, things are really, really getting violent. Let's see. Hurricane names: Michael, Ida, Florence, Andrew, Laura, Sandy. Yeah, those are bad ones. Those are for sure. I even had my own hurricane, which is Hurricane Andrew, which wasn't really that nice of a storm, that's for sure. Yeah, definitely kind of a mean system. Back in 1992, impacted southern Florida. Actually, a lot of people don't know this, but Hurricane Andrew actually hit Louisiana as well in a Cat 4. Now, the most damage, I believe, was actually in Miami, because it hit Miami pretty hard back in 92. I wasn't even alive yet, but it's crazy. I was literally negative 10 years old back in 1992. But yeah. Let's see here. But that is what we are looking at. Let's go see. Jan says, I see Ryan is back. I seen his post, but he's not live, which is kind of concerning. Honestly, kind of weird that he's not live, because usually he does go live during these events, but he's not. But no worries, though, because we were here. We're still going to give you guys coverage here in regard to these cells, and obviously, yeah, that's what we're here for. Let's see. So one requires 20 minutes and the other requires like a minute. What? What are you talking about? Might not even happen that far out. We'll see what happens. We'll keep an eye on this. But anyways, guys, like I said, thank you so much for being here. You all absolutely rock. I do appreciate all your support, guys. If you have any questions, throw them down in the chat, y'all. If you're new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button, guys. Greatly appreciated. You guys absolutely rock. So once again, thank you guys for being here. So we are seeing a lot of active severe thunderstorm warnings that is in effect here across bits of Arkansas. Really firing off here across a lot of these regions here. Now, a lot of these is actually for hail being a big concern here. Hail as well as damaging winds mostly being the main concern. But like I said, there is a chance for a few tornadoes as well here, as we do have a 5% chance. Our greatest chance for tornadoes is actually across bits of eastern Oklahoma here, as well as bits of Arkansas that the risk does go into, which is actually kind of a bit concerning, but we'll keep an eye on it here. Here's our risk here for today. Actually, literally just now got updated. Now no longer including basically the southwestern side here of Arkansas, but still This is actually new. This is just now came out, believe it or not. But this is actually looking right here. Like I said, greatest tornado threat here is actually across the eastern side of Oklahoma. Eastern side here being, areas such as, let's see here, Fort Smith, Arkansas, Fayetteville, Arkansas, Muskogee, Oklahoma, bits of a lot of other places I can't read. If you want to look down here, it's down there. Like I said, the greatest chance here is across the 5, obviously, the greatest chance for possible tornadoes. But the overall tornado threat actually does exist in southern Indiana, all the way down to basically central Oklahoma. There's even a small risk for tornadoes here across the upper northwest for today, which is actually kind of concerning because the northwest really doesn't get too many tornadoes in regard compared to, like I said, the central portions of the country where we get a lot more. The most of the United States tornadoes actually happens here in the central and eastern side of the country. Now, the northwestern side is actually kind of rare, but it still can happen, that's for sure. It's a low-end threat, but it is still something. Actually, all types of severe weather is possible across the region there. We actually do have a slight risk, which is kind of interesting when it comes to that. So, let's go ahead and see here. Let's see. So, this is a good question here. Okay, we got some more. Let's see here. Okay, obviously a little bit behind here. Wow, I'm really behind in these. I'm really behind in these. All right, here we go. JD says Andrew is better than Ryan. That's debatable. Sometimes I wonder. Let's go see. Jakey says, wait, what was I born in 2001? 2002. Born in 2002. Let's go ahead and see here. Anything good going on for Tulsa? Like I said, Tawny, there is actually a big old threat for Tulsa here for today. You're actually in the worst threat. You're in a severe threat level 3 out of 5 here. Now, don't worry, because, like I said, tornadoes is a small concern here for today for you. Mostly just damaging winds and hail is a big concern here for you. But not, like I said, tornadoes is still possible across the region, but low chance of a tornado happening across your region. But, I mean, mostly, like I said, there's a bigger chance of hail and damaging winds happening. Actually clocked in here at a 30% chance for both of them. So watch out for that. Watch out for that. Let's see. Deborah says, thanks so much for the updates. Well, you're very, very welcome, Deborah. Got you covered. Let's see here. But yeah. Andy said I don't like direct weather. I never watched him. If that says anything. Arctic says, or Courtney says, in W6, any other weather channel pointing towards mine. Well, thank you so much, Courtney. Janice says, do tornadoes happen with severe thunderstorms more or less? So, that is actually a good thing. So, anytime you have a tornado, that storm is automatically a severe thunderstorm. So, in regard to, cells and stuff, if there's a tornado on it, it's always a severe thunderstorm. That's for sure. Now, it might not be under a severe thunderstorm warning, but it's actually, that's where the tornado warning pops in. That's what we're talking about. Let's see. But that is we are looking at. Okay. You got 3 miles for 200 people. You'll never. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, for real. Let's go see Shreveport, LA, and the line for these storms come through. So, Chuck, here's the thing. Across Louisiana, there is actually a potential we could see some severe weather. Across the northern side, like I said, tornadoes, though, not a concern here. Damaging winds and maybe some small hail could be a possibility. That's what we are looking at here for right now. So, in regard, that's what we are looking at. Okay, that's what we're looking. Let's see. Solar eclipse tonight, or sorry, not solar. Lunar eclipse. That's right. We are seeing a lunar eclipse here for tonight, which is it's actually gonna be pretty interesting, to be honest. I'm gonna try to get some photos out. I'm gonna try to take some photos tonight, and if I get anything interesting, I'll post it on our community feed and I'll show you guys. But that is what we are seeing here. So yeah. Let's go see here. Comrade Hitty says, hey, bro, Eastern West Virginia, should be concerned for anything this week? That's a good question. So, here for today, you said you're actually here on Eastern West Virginia. So, there is actually a very small threat here for kind of more on the panhandle here of West Virginia. There is a potential of some possible severe weather for today. Tornadoes not a concern, though. Your main concern is maybe some small hail and damaging winds, but the potential of that is very low for you. Now, tomorrow, though. Tomorrow is actually a big concern. Depending on where you're at here in the Panhandle, anywhere in West Virginia, really, there is a big chance for severe weather for tomorrow. And tornadoes actually is a concern here for the Panhandle, which we are going to watch out for pretty closely. Now, our biggest concern here is actually damaging winds. But tornadoes also is a concern. Let's see, but that is what we are seeing here. Is there anything bad happening for Virginia? Just asking, says Whitney. Yes, Virginia is actually here in the enhanced risk. Across northern Virginia has the greatest chance here. The state of Virginia alone. But the entire state of Virginia is under a risk for severe weather. So watch out for all types to be possible. Yeah. If Chicago area doesn't get enhanced or moderate risk this week, I'm giving up on severe weather this season. I don't blame you. Let's see. But yeah, that's what we are seeing here. Let's see. We have been on severe weather since Wednesday. That's crazy, Deborah. Yeah, things have been really getting scary. For sure. Interested in how the risk will play out in Idaho. Really hoping we get some good rates at very least. So, Jake, here's the thing. Like I said, across Idaho for today, there's actually a risk for severe weather across the bits of mostly the central portion of your state here. Basically, the west central portion would be the most severe. Now, tornadoes, actually, there's a small chance here for tornadoes across the western side of Idaho. Lowest in chance in regard to things, but for the most part, honestly, mostly just damaging wind and hail is a concern. But also, a few isolated tornadoes could be possible. That is what we are seeing here. Janice says, we have a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings, so a good chance of a tornado, right? Okay, so where can I move and less chance of tornadoes? So, that's what we're talking about. So, Janice, depends on where you're at, determines your severe threat for today. Now, like I said, in order to be safe from tornadoes, obviously, like I said, just have a plan right now. The most people who end up losing their lives from tornadoes is the people who literally ignore these warnings. Never ignore the warnings at all. And if there is a warning, we're going to let you know about it. Right now, they're just all severe thunderstorm warnings, which is obviously pretty concerning here, but there's no active tornado warnings, which is obviously our main concern here. If a tornado warning is issued, it's going to be our number one subject there. But that's what we're talking about. But yeah, we're going to watch this here closely. We've got to skip all winter long. That's for sure whether to go. We did too. We sure did too. Anyways, guys, like I said, thank you all so much for being here. You guys absolutely rock. I do appreciate all your support, guys. So I tell you what, give me like 5 minutes, guys. We're going to be back here. We're going to take a little bit of a break here for a few minutes. I'm just going to be back here in like 5 minutes. I have to go help my mom bring some groceries in, so we'll be back here in a little bit, guys. So don't go anywhere. I'll be back here relatively soon. I'm going to try to hurry up as fast as I can. Shirley, thank you so much for subscribing. Greatly appreciate it. Like I said, guys, if you are new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. Be greatly appreciated, y'all. If you guys do want to help with the channel, links in the description, as well as our merch. We got some pretty cool stuff. Here's my shirt. I got pretty good quality. It's not a press on. It's actually stitched, if you guys do want to check that out. Anyways, guys, we'll be back here in about 5 minutes. Hang tight, y'all. We'll be back here relatively soon. Alrighty, guys, we are back here. Sorry for the wait. Like I said, you guys had to go and help my mom out with some groceries and stuff, but we're back here. Finally got done here, and hope you guys are doing all right. Glad to have all of you here for today. Like I said, guys, if you're new to the channel, obviously welcome. Hope you're doing good. Let's go see here. Thank you so much for subscribing. Really appreciate it. Y'all absolutely rock. That goes for Shirley as well. So Markle, thank you so much for subscribing, man. Greatly appreciate it. I do appreciate all your support, guys. So once again, just thank you so much for being here, guys. So if you have any questions, throw them down in the chat here because we got you covered here for today. We are actively seeing a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings. Look at these. Every single one of these little yellow things you see, this is a severe thunderstorm warning. We have several of them. I'm not about to count all these either. But just know that there's a lot of them. There's also a lot of flash flood warnings going on here. So not only is like severe weather being a concern, but actually flooding is as well. I mean, we actually are seeing a lot of flooding going on across Arkansas right now. So that's what we are seeing. Let me go ahead and see here. So Weather to Go says, Andrew, you are the man. Thank you so much. No, you dude. Whitney says, hello again. What's up, Whitney? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing all right. Glad to have all you guys here back again. And you know, we're going to be giving you guys coverage all today. Like I said, in regard to the severe weather for today, we actually are actively seeing a lot of stuff fire off here. There's even actually now a severe thunderstorm warning that's in effect for bits of Alabama. Wow, all the way across the southeast here. This does include bits of Kennedy, bits of Millport, bits of Crossville, west of Fayette. We are seeing ourselves another severe thunderstorm warning here in effect. Now, this actually moves into Florida as well. On the western panhandle of Florida, we are actually seeing another severe thunderstorm warning. It's kind of near bits of Wright, just east of Holly, kind of near Fort Walton Beach. There is a severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect here. Now, across the southwestern side near Fowlston, bits of Bainbridge, bits of Climax, bits of Faceville. There's another one in effect here. Now, this is actually for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail being concerned. A few down here as well, basically near the eastern Georgia way. But that is what we are seeing with. That is what we are looking at. So, but anyways, guys, seriously, thank you for being here, guys. Glad to have you all here. So, let's go and move on back here. Obviously, the main concern, our biggest threat right now is actually here across Arkansas. Right now, at least. What's going on right now is actually most craziness across Arkansas. We do have this big old cluster that is fired off here. Look at this. I'm going to go ahead and drive over here. I'm going to go ahead and show you what's happening here. Here's the infrared scan. You can obviously see over the last few frames that right here across the northwestern side, exploding with severe weather. I mean, there's a lot of convection going on here. You can obviously see that. Like, it almost looks like a pot of boiling water if you look at it from. That's just your basic convection that's going on here, which is actually pretty interesting, for sure. Let's go ahead and see. Got some more comments. Let's go see. Stormy says, "I love that my family is taking weather seriously now. That's good. I went with the phone. I'm always up to my mom's channel. Pull up on the TV too. Well, that's good." Glad to have you here, Stormy, and hopefully, like I said, storms are something you got to really watch out for, because even though the potential could be quite low sometimes, honestly, it's really not. It's really not that nice. Patrick, thank you so much for subscribing, man. Greatly appreciate it. Sorry if I kind of sound a little congested. It's because I am, because my allergies are destroying me right now. Unfortunately, I would love for them to be away, but there's nothing I can do right now. Unfortunately, I already took allergy meds and everything, but they're just not going away. I don't know why they're so strong today. They haven't been this way at all this year. They're horrible. I wonder if it was because I was out a lot yesterday. I don't know if that affected anything. Anyways, getting off topic here. We're relocating in July from Minnesota to Texas. Wow. Okay. What can we expect out there for the month of July? A lot of heat. Be prepared for a lot of heat. Going up from Minnesota to Texas is a big old change in climate. Minnesota can get kind of hot sometimes, obviously, but wait till you go to Texas. Wait till you go to Texas here. Let's go see. So we'll be live on Tuesday, even though it's a low threat. Yeah, we'll see. Usually, the most of the times there is a severe threat. But yeah, we'll be live during it. Whitney says there hasn't been any tornado action like EF4 to EF5 since 2013. EF4, yes. There's actually EF4, I believe, this year. Also in December of Mayfield. But EF5, no. You're right with that one, 2013. Let's go see here. Patriot says, so my question for everyone, do I believe in weather or manipulation going through HARP? I do know what that is. Dumping fuel in the atmosphere. Piercing. It's basically piercing the ionosphere is what they call it. December 20 was from that. Any thoughts? Man, that's a pretty deep subject, to be honest with you. It's kind of hard to say. I mean, that place actually does exist. Yes, it does exist. There's actually images online. You could look up HARP. Now, do I think it's controlling all these weather events? No, I really don't think so. I seriously, I just think it's mostly just, climate change, essentially. I do believe that is mostly why we are seeing that. Because I will actually mention this. I've mentioned this before on the channel. We are actually coming out of an ice age. A lot of people fail to understand this. And we're coming out of an ice age. Now, what that means is that, obviously, once you're in an ice age, things are cold. When you're coming out of one, things heat up, which is what's happening right now, which is why it kind of seems it might be heating up because of the ice age we just came out of, for the most part. Last EFI was in May of 2013. That is correct here. I lived in Arizona for 2 years. It was hot. Yeah, for real. Drew says, so tornadoes in Lincoln, Nebraska do not happen very often. 3 years ago, destroyed a dairy. It's not good. That's definitely not good. More Oklahoma tornado EF5 back in 2013. Yeah. Patriot Weather says, thank you for your response. You're very, very welcome. Like I said, it is kind of a heated subject. That is for sure. It really is. But, I really don't think that has a big thing that's going on here. I mean, yes, it does exist. It is an actual research facility. But specifically, I don't think so. I think it's more of just natural stuff that's going on here. Let's see here. So, okay, new severe thunderstorm warning. I just saw a second ago got issued here. We gotta kind of, we gotta go over this here really quickly for bits of Holland. But this covers a lot of ground. Look how large this severe thunderstorm warning is. Bits of Melbourne, bits of Sage, bits of Sydney, Mount Pleasant, bits of Gullion. I don't know how to pronounce that. Crushman, bits of St. James, Bursa, as well as Batesville, bits of Sulphur Rock, Desha, Almond, bits of Jamestown, Saldo, Concord, Floral, Pleasant Plains, Ida, Hiram. Let's go see Pangburn, Step. There's some weird names. Latona, bits of Heber Springs, Pearson, Rosebud, Sidon, Center Hill, Mount Vernon, Enola, Holland, Villona, El Paso. Anyways, equipment as well. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect here. Now, the main concern with this, it's a big old storm here, big old warning. But the concern with this guy is 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail, which, if you don't know, that's the lowest end severe threat. That is the baseline severe threat. That is literally the baseline severe threat for severe thunderstorms to be issued. Is right there at the lowest criteria, which for the most part is, obviously nothing extreme is expected, but obviously I'd recommend just staying away from windows during these severe thunderstorm warnings, which is what you got to do. You just got to stay away from windows, and for the most part. Let's see, but that is what we are looking at. Oh my gosh, yeah, I have a lot of comments coming on in here. Let's go see. The ECMWF will be favoring another derecho potential for Midwest. We'll see about that. Mine is bothering me also. Yeah, for real, me too. My allergies are killing me today, so sorry if I, sound a little different for the most part. It's because I'm literally dying right now on the inside, essentially. Let's go ahead and see. So, maybe it's just me in 2000 nuclear explosion tests had affected our weather. I don't know. That is a good question. I mean, obviously, nuclear tests is very harmful on the atmosphere. I mean, that's a fact. That is a fact, actually. Which, honestly, yeah, 2,000 nuclear blasts since testing in World War II. That's true. Yep, we've had a lot of nuclear testing. And yes, that's definitely not good for the atmosphere. That is for sure. 3 days ago, there was a derecho in the United States. Yep, we caused by past situation. We were live during it, Whitney. It was pretty crazy. I'm from Little Rock. Storm just started here, says Margaret. Margaret. So yeah, Margaret. Well, stay safe. Let's go see your story. Says it's so weird. I hear thunder, but there's currently no winds outside at all. It's the calm before the storm. That's what they call it. Do I remember anything you've seen in a warning that has stretched out 5 counties? What? Yeah, I've seen multiple of those. Little Rock says hearing thunder for 30 minutes will stay safe. Yesterday was a brief thunderstorm. Yeah, I haven't really had many thunderstorms so far this year. Like I said, I'm here in Kentucky right now. I'm actually from Virginia, Northern Virginia, but now I'm in Kentucky for the rest of the year, basically. Yeah, I mean, honestly, first of all, my allergies are crazy, if you couldn't tell. Okay, I'm getting a call. Let me go turn it off. Anyways, like I said, honestly, I really haven't had many thunderstorms here. I really haven't had many thunderstorms here in a while, Let's go ahead and see here. Hey, nailed the last event, the rate show. Down and see what happens. Yeah, that event was pretty crazy here. That was pretty daggone crazy here. Andreas wants to know, what can I expect here in Dallas-Fort Worth? That is a really good question here. So let's go and pull up the Storm Prediction Center. Let's go take a look here at what is going on here actively. So here is our risk here for today. Now, Dallas-Fort Worth is actually in the severe threat. Now, is it a bad severe threat? Not really, but it is still something we got to continue watching here. Look out for a few isolated storms. So isolated means like, every once in a while, more discrete cells. Discrete thunderstorms could be possible, here and there. Is possible across the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Now, tornadoes, luckily, is not a concern, okay? So that's some good news. Obviously, tornadoes is something you don't want to deal with for sure. But that does have its other opponents here. That is damaging winds and hail. Both being a concern. But like I said, it's the lowest in severe threat. Not something you should totally ignore, but just watch out, as a few storms could be strong, right at that strong limit. But that is what we are talking about. Let's go to Patriot says, why does the military do chemtrails? I have no idea. Let's go to here. Hey man, I live in Bahela, but living in the city. Now we got until we get a house. Well, that's not. Well, hope you're doing good, man. Glad to have you here. Jonathan says I'll be right back. All right, Jonathan, sounds good, man. Yeah, that's what you're watching, guys. So like I said, guys, just thank you so much for being here. You all absolutely rock. If you're new to the channel, guys, consider hit that subscribe button. Be greatly appreciated. Share with your friends and family, guys. Thank you so much for being here. So, like I said, tomorrow is also going to be a pretty bad day here, more across the east United States here, across the southeast. And like I said, the mid-Atlantic and northeast is actually looking pretty nasty, which we are going to watch here pretty closely. So, we'll keep an eye on it. We'll see what happens with this. It's definitely something we got to continue watching. Wendy says a few days ago, I think you were live. There was a tour to watch for the East Coast. It depends on where it was at, though. Where on the East Coast it was. We were live here a lot, over the last... we were literally live every single weekday last week. Monday through Friday, we were live every single day, which is crazy. Yesterday, we didn't do it, but today we are actually... Obviously, right now, we're live again. East Coast looking like a tornado threat before the week is out, just Jacob. So, actually, for tomorrow, there's a tornado threat. I'll even show you that here right now, since we have the storm prediction to pull up. Tornadoes is a large 5% chance across the mid-Atlantic and northeast, which is obviously a big concern. Obviously something we got to watch out for. So we'll keep an eye on this. Like I said, mostly damaging winds is a concern. Hail is also a concern as well, but tornadoes is a bigger threat here. Covers a lot of ground here for tomorrow, which we'll watch out for. Drew wants to know, does Shepherdstown, West Virginia, have a threat for severe weather tomorrow? So, yes. All across me, the majority of... let's go pull this back up here again. Let me see what I do with it. Okay, so the majority of West Virginia and Virginia, almost the entirety of it, is actually in some form of severe weather for tomorrow. So yes, you are actually included in severe weather here for tomorrow. Now watch out for it. There's actually really three risks here. The biggest being across Northern Virginia. Most of West Virginia though is actually mostly in the marginal 1 out of 5 severe threat. But once you move into the Panhandle, that's where things start to get a little bit more sketchy here when it comes to severe weather, which is possible, definitely possible. It was in Virginia, aka yeah. One day we did actually cover that. That's for sure. I remember that now. We sure did. That we did do. So let's see what's happening right now. There's obviously, okay, we have a lot of severe storms that are firing off here across Arkansas right now. It's going to move into the Little Rock region, which, I'll tell you what, let's go and see if I'm going to try to find a Little Rock live camera. Let's see if we can actually pull up some live feed here from Little Rock. Hopefully we can find something. Let's go ahead and pull this up here. So, I can pull up EarthCam. EarthCam has a pretty good selection of cameras. We'll see if I can find something here. So give me 1 second while I pull this up here. But anyways, guys, like I said, right now will be a good time. If you're new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button, y'all. Greatly appreciated. So let's see. So we want to look here at Little Rock, Arkansas. And unfortunately, there's really no cameras there, which kind of sucks. But there is some that's actually nearby, it looks like. Wait, no, that's not it. That's in Germany. That's not Little Rock. Hold on a second. Okay, so here's the thing. I look at EarthCam. You see him in Arkansas, right? This is Arkansas. I zoom into this guy. Look at this, and it says Germany. Like, okay, obviously EarthCam's a little messed up, so unfortunately, I don't think we'll be able to get one. Let's go ahead and see here. Got some more comments coming through. Let's go ahead and see here. Okay, yeah, so we're talking. Deborah says, I love weather. I want it to be a storm chaser. Yeah, me too. I really obviously love weather a lot. For multiple reasons. I mean, one, it's nostalgic to me. Two, there's no avoiding it, for one. Two, it's amazing, the forecast. I mean, there's amazing people in the field. The equipment. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff with weather. I mean, there's every single angle of weather is pretty daggone cool. And obviously, a lot of it is a risk for safety as well, which is why we're actually here, is to make sure you guys, stay up to date on the latest information here. So, but that is what we are looking at. That is what we are paying attention to. So, guys, please be safe, y'all. Please, like I said, if you have any questions, just throw them down below. We'll get you covered. We'll make sure you guys are up to date. We'll make sure that you guys, know what's happening in real time. Now, look at all these severe thunderstorm warnings like I was talking about. These are all the active warnings that's in effect here. I'm not going to go through all of them, but look, we have a lot of them fired off here. I mean, so many of them. Now, luckily, like I said, tornadoes isn't really the biggest concern for today. There's a small chance for it, but there's no tornado warnings. No imminent tornadoes right now, which is some good news. We'll see that. Let's go ahead and see here. I don't live there. That's where my uncle lives out there. Huh, got you, Drew. Deborah says Reed Timmer's my favorite storm chaser. I think a lot of us are Reed Timmer fans. That's for sure. Yeah, Reed Timmer's definitely a heck of a character. I'll just put it at that. He's an interesting man. That's for sure. But yeah, Reed Timmer's pretty good. That is for sure, you guys. So, like I said, y'all, thank you so much for being here. We actually are seeing ourselves a lot of crazy stuff happening at the moment. So we're gonna keep our eyes here on this. Sorry, like I said, sorry if I sound a little different. My allergies are really distracting. I'm not gonna lie, and they're really killing me today. So I don't know how long I'm gonna be live for today, because of my allergies. Like I took medicine and everything, but they're just very miserable right now. Like I said, tornadoes really isn't a big concern here. Not a huge concern here for today. So I don't know how long we're gonna be live here for today, y'all. Honestly, I might even cut it a little soon. We'll see what happens though. What I might actually end up doing here, guys, if it's okay with you guys, I might, in the live stream here now, go and make a video for the channel and then upload the video to see what you can expect across these regions. If that's okay with you guys. Like I said, my allergies are really just getting to me pretty badly. Now, I'm not taking a day off, obviously, because I do need to inform you guys whenever. But I'll tell you what, if you guys could do me a favor, when the video goes live, share it like wildfire with your friends and family. Let's get this video to go up to a pretty decent amount of viewers, because not for me obviously, but for the more we can reach out there, the more we can do that. It looks like it's going to storm in Eden Prairie, Minnesota. Do I see anything? So, let's see. Well, at least in regard to severe storms across the region here for Minnesota, there's not a concern. So no, you're good, my friend. Let's see here. Okay. Because he uploaded a weather video for summer/hurricane forecast. I'll eventually do that. I will eventually do that. It's because no, you're the only one live streaming. Deborah says I will. Okay, well, we might stay live here for a little bit. We'll see what does. Like I said, my allergies are really getting to me. We'll stay here for a little bit longer, you guys. We'll stay here for just a little bit more longer. Because, like I said, my allergies are absolutely killing me. But guys, like I said, just thank you for being here. First of all, you guys are amazing, and like I said, just stay safe for today. We do have ourselves a lot of activity that is ongoing here at the moment. A lot of severe thunderstorm watches that is actually firing off here, which is, actually it's getting pretty nasty. A new watch has been issued, actually, just a few. Wow, okay, a few watches have actually been issued here. Look at this. These are all of our watches that we have in effect here on the right column. I mean, look at this. A lot of them are really firing off here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. 6 severe thunderstorm warnings here. So, severe thunderstorm watches in effect. So, first one we have is actually, let's go ahead and pull up the first one. Because like I said, we have a lot of them really kicking off here right now. So, okay, 17. Here we go. Start off with 17. So, severe thunderstorm watch in effect here across southeastern Kansas, northeastern Oklahoma, northern Arkansas, and south central portion here of south central portion here of Missouri. A severe thunderstorm watch. I don't know why I keep saying that. Severe thunderstorm watch is in effect here until 4 o'clock p.m. Central, which really doesn't have much longer. It has 15 minutes to go. Now for the next one, this is for 6 o'clock Central. This is actually 4 bits of the central portion of Arkansas. This is like I said, another watch in effect here across the region. So we'll watch out for this. Next one actually does extend into western Indiana, southern Illinois, southeastern bits of Missouri. The next one moves into southern Arkansas, northeastern Texas by a few counties, and southeastern Oklahoma. Next one here is across eastern Oklahoma and bits of western Arkansas. And that is all of our watches here in effect here for now. I mean, look at this. Here's the latest map. I mean, it really shows you on the latest frames here. Look at all those watches that we have in effect. That big old cluster of watches that is ongoing. Let's go ahead and see here. Please do safe for a little bit. We are getting some intense wind right now in Newark, Arkansas. It's got my storm anxiety real high. You'll be all right. Like I said, it's fine for the most part. Yeah, we'll be here for a little bit, guys. We'll definitely be here. That's for sure. We'll get you guys covered. And like I said, we're not going to go anywhere. Like I said, I understand. Like I said, my allergies have been killing me, and I feel like I, probably would be better if I did. But like I said, obviously, no, I'm not going to, because I want you guys to stay safe here. And like I said, there is not really much of a high tornado threat here for today. Tomorrow is a little bit more different though, and hopefully my allergies won't bother me tomorrow. But we'll be live here for tomorrow as well. And like I said, we're currently seeing a new few severe thunderstorm warnings being issued now for portions like Swiftton, Tuckerman, Newport, bits of Russell, Georgetown, Griffithville, as well as bits of Cabot, bits of Jacksonville, Little Rock here as well. New one has been issued across these region. Now this is actually for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Like I said, the baseline severe thunderstorm warning. Nothing on the extreme side. Nothing really on the extreme side when it comes to things. But that is what we're looking at. But yeah. Sit outside of sprinkling now, says Deborah. Well, stay safe. Obviously, sprinkles aren't really anything severe. But just stay safe to all of you guys out there in the severe threat for today. Like I said, it does cover a lot of ground. There's definitely a lot of people that is going to actively be in the severe threat here for today. Honestly, things are really heating up. I mean, things are definitely heating up here. They're going to continue to. And like I said, we're in the risk right now. The worst of it is ongoing here at the moment. Now, luckily, like I said, I'm not going to jinx this or anything, but there's no tornado warnings that is in effect here. Like I said, I'm not going to try to jinx this, but there's actually no tornado warnings here. Like I said, they're all severe thunderstorm warnings that is in effect here at the moment. This is all we're dealing with here right now, which is obviously pretty okay. But like I said, hopefully we'll just wait and see. Hopefully no tornado warning happens, but that is what we are dealing with here. That is what we are looking at. First time I saw a slight in Cascada. Well, like I said, it's pretty crazy. Like I said, there's a slight risk here for severe weather across a lot of ground. There's actually even an enhanced risk for today. across a lot of these regions here. Day 1 convective outlook. Like I said, this is relatively updated, relatively new here. Relatively new in regard to things. Let's go see. Is Minnesota supposed to have rain, says Deborah? So the answer is actually, like I said, possible. In regard to severe storms, no. There's no severe storms here expected for today. For tomorrow either. No severe storms. Maybe we'll watch out for Tuesday. Some of them are kind of getting close to that Minnesota line here. Mostly just to the south. But we'll see what happens. We will see what happens, you guys. So, guys, you know, honestly, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a live show here for tonight. Or for now, at least. I might go live later. I tell you what. If my allergies do get better, we're going to go live again later. If not, I'll make a video for you guys. Obviously, like I said, right now, I'm just feeling it pretty bad. We're going to be live here, like I said, probably later. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, things will get better. So if you're not already, guys, consider hitting that subscribe button. Be greatly appreciated. I know a lot of you guys want me to stay here. And I tell you that it's going to be okay if you have any questions at all. I'll still be active. I will definitely be active in Discord, okay? So if you are still worried about the weather, join our Discord here. Like I said, it's right here. Down below, click this little tab. It'll bring it down our description. It'll show it. I'll even just show it here to show you guys, you know, how the whole thing works really quickly. Like I said, if you are nervous about the weather, if you are scared about the weather, my thing's going to freak out here for a second. But that is what we are looking at. So this is what we're looking at. So there we go. So this is our stream right now. This is our live stream that we're currently seeing here at the moment. Now here's the thing. I'm trying to make this a little bit smaller so you guys can actually see this. So if you scroll down here, if you scroll down a little bit further, you might see that there is a more option. Click on that. Here's our social media right here. Like I said, there's our Instagram, our Facebook, our Twitter, my personal account. If you want to join our Discord, like I said, just click on this link down here. It'll redirect you to it. And you guys can join into it. Also, like I said, if you guys do want to help out the channel, you guys do want to support the channel, help out like with our equipment and stuff like that, you guys can check the link in the first link in the description to help us out. Also, if you want cool merch like this, it's in the description here right now. You can check it right here. Second link below. But anyways, guys, like I said, thank you so much for being here. You guys absolutely rock. Sorry, I'm ending it right now. Like I said, it's getting unbearable at the moment. Hopefully, things will calm down. I hope that they will. But anyways, guys, you know, thank you so much. Sorry about that. We'll be here. Like I said, I'll definitely be giving you guys an update. This is not the last of me for today. I tell you though, but once we do make the new video, I want you guys to spread it like wildfire. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for being here. Greatly appreciate it. You guys absolutely rock. So once again, thank you so much. If you're new to the channel, guys, hit that subscribe button, please. Greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Like I said, if you want to help us out, guys, once again, links in the description. But anyways, y'all, thank you so much for being here. Hope to catch you all later on here for today. Hopefully we'll be live. We'll see what happens. Like I said, right now it's just kind of, you know, my allergies are dying, right? Or I'm dying.